Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome to another online battle. Today we're going to be looking at the latest update for Medieval Kingdoms 1212, which goes ahead and adds in, I think, 6 new factions, including the Holy Roman Empire, Jerusalem, Bavaria, Austria, and 2 others I can't quite remember. If you want to go ahead and download this, I'll leave the link in the description down below so you guys can go ahead and check it out for yourselves. But in this online battle, I am playing as Jerusalem, so we're going to go ahead and see what these guys are made of. And my enemy, Pixelated Apollo, is playing as the Ayyubid Sultanate on this really awesome looking desert map. It's not too often we actually get to see these desert maps because majority of people are playing Western factions in like Western maps. So it's really cool to see this awesome desert map, and hopefully it'll provide some refreshing gameplay, as there's plenty of hills, plenty of sand dunes you can go ahead and take before the battle starts and really push an advantage. So what we'll do is we'll look at the army comps of Jerusalem and the Ayyubid Sultanate, and then we'll jump straight into the battle. If you guys want to skip this, you can go ahead and click the link in the annotation on the screen, and that should hopefully bring you straight to the battle. So we'll start off with Jerusalem. We'll start off with my front line of Hospitaller archers. I'm gonna not be trying to pronounce all these names because I'm just gonna butcher them. But if you guys want to read them, I'll leave them on the screen for you guys. So I've got 3 units of these guys. I mean, I wasn't really about my archer force and trying to keep him at range because I know Apollo does favor, especially with the Ayyubid Sultanate, some Gulam foot guard, so his archers are going to just be destroying mine. So I decided to kind of just use these guys as a shield, and then really spend money in my heavy infantry, which is what I think this faction is good at. I also have a unit of dismounted knights to go ahead and protect these archers and kind of act as a shield wall to stop Apollo from charging these guys head on. Then behind that I have a unit of dismounted knights brothers. These are the Hospitaller knights, and they look amazing. I absolutely love their look. It's the same with the Holy Roman Empire as well. If you guys want to see that, make sure to let me know in the comments as well. But the Holy Roman Empire have some amazing looking units for sure. And I love like the differences in the helmets as well. Like some dudes are repping really red helmets and stuff like that. I think that looks really cool. And I love all the like cloth around their mouth and helmets and stuff to try and get the sand out of their armor, because I imagine that would be very annoying after a while. Then I have some more Knights Brothers. These guys are the Templar ones. So my Templar Knights over here, which are dismounted troops again. So I have 4 of the Hospitaller ones, and then I have 4 units of the Knights Templar ones over here. So kind of a split in between the units, and I'm hoping that there's no assassins around to take these guys out. Again, they look amazing. Really cool. Then on this right flank I have kind of like the weaker part of my cavalry. I think these are the Knights of Saint. Oh, these are just Hospitaller Knights as well. I like how they've changed up all the shields on these guys. Not everyone has the same shields. Some kite shields, some round or oval shields. And then I have another unit of cavalry over here. These are just Crusading Knights. Again, very different to everything else. Some have the Welsh symbol on. I like to think some Holy Roman Empire, some French. Like I like to think this is just a mix of all the units, all the Crusaders, all in one, which is cool. There's even a Hungary one over there. Shout out to Hungary. Then supporting them, I have a unit of Spear Sergeants. This is my most heavily armored, or my highest, biggest cost spear unit, I believe. They got some interesting weapons as well. I like the diversity in the weapons. Shields looking very nice as well. So I've got these guys on my right flank. Then if we go up my line, I have my general, the King of Jerusalem, and obviously look at the golden armor. He also has a really cool looking crown as well, and an epic shield. Very nice. Then finally on my left flank I have my most elite horses. I have the Hospitaller Knights, and then I also have the Templar Knights. Hospitaller Knights looking awesome in their red and black. Even get a zoom in on them. Oh, I think the battle's already starting, so let's go ahead and slow it down because I still need to go through Apollo's army. So these guys are over here. Then I have my Templar Knights as well. We'll quickly just run through the last few units of Apollo's. Not that we really need to, if I'm honest, because you already know what his units look like. And then finally, I have a unit of these foot soldiers over here, going to be supporting my cavalry on that flank. So cool, that's my army. Oh, actually, just noticed like they have like bandanas and stuff. I guess to again stop the stand from getting in their mouths or anything in battle. But yeah, that's cool. Then Apollo's army we'll run through really quickly because we already know what most of the units look like. He has a few units of Ayyubid crossbowmen. He has the foot Gulans over here. These guys are sick in melee combat and at archer fire, so that's really good. It's a nice way to supplement your infantry. Then he has some Jude swordsmen. Again, This is a pretty high up level infantry, but again, it's probably not going to be able to deal with my knights because I do have 8 units of heavy infantry. That kind of makes up the front of his line. He also has some Mumalik Tabaderia. These guys are heavy axemen. Look at them. These guys might be able to deal with my heavy infantry, but we'll have to see and find out. Then on his right flank, he has 3 units of cavalry. The Oscari nobles. These dudes are really heavily armored. Also, you can really use these hills as like stuff to hide your troops as well. But we'll get onto that when the battle actually starts. I think he also has some more Mamelukes there. On this flank, he has 2 units of Juned spearmen to supplement his horse archers over here. So then he also has 2 units of archers. So that's going to be the battle. Apollo is immediately going to go ahead and try and take this hill on the right flank. And the nice thing is about him taking that hill is he can go ahead and kind of sit up there with his superior missile force and like almost force me to attack him, which is going to be really annoying as he tries to harass me with his horse archers, which is again going to be pretty brutal indeed. And just look at this. Look how amazing that looks. As these knights just come running down the hill. That looks so cool. So yeah, I'm not going to go ahead and try and engage him up here. I am also, however, going to slow it down really quickly because I get two really nice charges off. I get one over here, which are going to be charging into Apollo's horse archers, which is going to be good. That's going to go ahead and cut down his skirmish capability as my archer fire comes in. And I've also got another charge over here. But as well as that, I also managed to get a charge into his archers as well. It is just his weaker archers, but I am starting to run them down a bit with my Knights Templar. And they're going to be cutting down a good portion of Apollo's archers before the battle even starts. So, kind of attacking him on 2 different fronts really did pay dividends for me in this little first engagement. And look at some of these Knights Templar, these are the Crusading Knights, with like Warhammers and stuff. That's amazing. And he's going to lose a few more horses as he runs away. Still got like half a unit in that one and pretty much a fully strength unit in the other horse archer unit. So not the worst thing in the world. He lost a few of these cheap units. But it kind of just helped me out as I move my formation. I want to shift it. I don't want to really directly attack this hill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Prince of Macedon tactic and try to actually come up the hill this way, as I feel like that will be the best way to do it. You know, this is like an old school tactic where everyone just, when people used to camp hills, that's like all anyone ever used to do was just kind of attack them dead on, not really work, until Prince of Macedon was like, no, you don't have to do that. Just go ahead and just go meet them on the hill. And that is an old school tactic from like 4 years ago, from like Rome 1. So awesome. So his Ascari nobles are going to continue to chase down my Knights Templar. And they're going to go in again and smash into his Ascari nobles. Like, I'm trying to just get his cavalry unit as far away from his infantry line as possible. And then support with my own men. So as we kind of have the engagement, the early battle is going in my favor. However, Apollo does still outnumber me massively. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use my archer force as best as possible just to volley at these dudes. And Apollo is trying to get into range to charge me almost. That's perfect for me. I very much want him to get these horse archers into combat, because then it means I can go ahead and counter with my infantry, my cavalry, my own spearmen as well, and really just kind of get rid of the skirmish capability that Apollo has. As well as that, you can see that I managed to run off his cavalry with some spearmen, which supported them over here. And now I'm just going to pull back everyone and kind of just reform my line and get ready to assault Apollo up on this sand dune. His archers are going to be peppering me as I run away, and we lose a few of these spearmen. But it's going to be worth it, because I've kind of managed to almost nullify Apollo's advantage already by just getting some cheeky charges off. Apollo's going to shift all his cavalry onto this left flank, which is going to be pretty brutal for me. However, I'm going to get a really nice volley off onto his horses, cutting down a few of them, which is going to be awesome. But then Apollo's going to seize this advantage just to charge into my infantry. My Templars are going to take an absolute smashing, which is not good because, as you guys know, heavy cavalry rips through infantry on the charge. And I'm going to lose pretty much half a unit just straight off the bat. However, that's not going to stop my advance. You can see my soldiers are going to be charging forward under heavy missile fire for the Crusaders. They're going to be marching forward for God, not giving up. Look at these arrows as well, embedded. Oh my God, that looks amazing as the archer fire comes in again. Some of them being dropped down. I just want to take a second just to admire all these arrows, like just embedded in the soldiers. A few of them under heel as well, as the line just keeps on marching forward. they can just not stop. So there's been like kind of 2 engagements happening right now. Oh, another volley. That's just, this one unit is getting peppered. However, I'm closing the distance, which is the main thing. The nice thing for Apollo, which as I get a charge into his archers over here, perfect. Look at that, the Templars just smashing in. And if we go down the battle line as well, you can see everyone's engaging. So the nice thing for Apollo is that his footlook Gulans are really good in melee combat. So these guys almost double up as a second heavy infantry unit. So he can almost use that to his advantage. The Tabaderia are going to be charging into my Templars on the left flank, and this battle is fully underway. I'm going to slow-mo it just for a little bit, because as you can see, the battle doesn't go on for super long, as this is kind of a small like kind of skirmish engagement. It's not like a 40 stack versus 40 stack, but we definitely want to do. If you guys want to see another one of this as well, please let me know in the comments, like 40 stack versus 40 stack, or even if we get like some more people as well and do like an 80 stack versus 80 stack or something like that. Just let me know and I'll make sure to make it happen. So the Templars are engaged along with the Hospitaller Knights against the Jude Spearmen. Like, the Jude Spearmen are going to be difficult, but I mean the Swordsmen, sorry. They're going to be kind of a bit of an annoyance, but we should be able to deal with them perfectly. And the rest of the knights are not going to be too much of an issue. So I have managed to engage Apollo's knights up here, and my knights are just, you know, cutting through his nobles, his Ascari nobles. They don't really stand a chance. Over on this right flank, we have some spearmen, my own spearmen supporting my crusading knights. But then again, we also have Apollo's spearmen as well. Along with that, I think Apollo's general is down here somewhere. Actually, I'm managing to kill some of his Ascari nobles over here with a unit of my Hospitaller Knights. Yeah, his general is still over here a bit, but not too much. So let's go ahead and just zoom down this engagement as we watch some of my knights fighting gloriously. Even off in the distance. I love this in Attila where you just watch the fighting in the distance. It looks so amazing. Awesome. If we watch the other flank as well, oh, I've managed to defeat Apollo's soldiers up on the hill, and then they're going to be bringing in my cavalry just to smash into the side of Apollo's Jude Spearmen, or the Gulan archers even, and my knights are going to be fighting toe to toe with these Gulan archers. As the battle horns go off, amazing stuff right now. This faction looks amazing. I think it's one of my favourite factions in the game so far. And it also makes me really excited for the actual campaign as well. Because having these crusading factions like really developed and stuff will make the, you know, going on a crusade in a campaign I think will be amazing. I'm really excited for that. So it's just a full-on melee engagement. My knights are doing very well with the support of my general, with the support of my cavalry, which are going to be hammer and anvil striking, whilst cutting down some more crossbowmen over here. Over on the left flank, it's kind of going in my favour, I believe. My knights and my infantry are just so superior. These Mameluke Tabaderia are doing an awesome job though against the knights. It's really the only unit which can stand up to my heavy knights. I'm starting to wrap around with a few of my soldiers now, along with my knights as well. As soon as I get these knights into the back of these swordsmen, I don't think they're going to be standing up for too much longer. And it's only a moment. It's only a couple seconds until these cavalry do clean up what they're doing and then charge into it. A moment of time is the word I was trying to look for there. Sorry. Oh, I don't know. I feel like, oh, here we go. Amazing! Look at that charge. That is just brutal. They absolutely just rip through it, hitting like 3 or 4 units, sending so many of these guys to the ground, and then some of the Knights Templar coming in as well, just to go ahead and reinforce this charge. Wow, amazing. I don't really think they have too much left. The Gulan archers trying their best, and they have actually held up really nicely in this engagement. So the Ayyubid Sultan have some really awesome archers for sure. But some of these soldiers on this right flank are getting completely surrounded by spearmen and heavy knights. If we look at the balance of power right now, you can see that it is going in my favour. If we actually look at the whole battle, you can see over here the spearmen are just being outwitted by my cavalry. You know, they're obviously going to be cutting down my horses over here, but it's just buying me enough time to try and pin down his general and kill him. The right flank has been lost for me, but the left flank has been won. So these Gulan foot archers and these Mameluke Tabaderia are going to be pushing in, trying to find some of my men in the flank. But killing the enemy general is going to be huge for morale. There's not really that many numbers left for Apollo, so it does look like that the crusading factions are going to win in today's battle. On this epic looking map, you can see we're just cleaning up the rest of the archers. My archers are still untouched, shooting away at a few of his remaining men. There we have it, a close victory for the Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus. If we look at the kills, you can see, look at that, 360 kills on this one unit of horses. Amazing. 155 on the others, 166 on that one. They did really good, as well as that my heavy infantry did an amazing job. You know, some of them not getting too many kills, but they didn't really lose that many of their soldiers. So, you know, the Knights Templar are doing exceptional, 107. And even my archers doing an amazing job. So, again, a really, really strong faction. If we look at Apollo's, we can see that his Mameluke Tabaderia are doing amazing, 124. And it's just his Ascari nobles really let him down. So if you guys want to see this battle maybe again, but in a bigger like stage, maybe 40 units each, so it's a much longer, much more like drawn out battle, then let me know. Again, I really love this. Actually, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the other factions in this update, because, you know, like it takes a second for me to show you guys. And if you're still watching to this point, then it's a nice little added treat for you guys. So I'm pretty sure they've added in, they've added in Eprius with some interesting unit. Oh my god, look at these guys. Oh, these guys look sick. Look at that. I definitely want to check them out. I'm definitely gonna check these guys out for sure. Then we have Austria, Bavaria, and the Holy Roman Empire have very similar units, just kind of different colors. But it does make sense as they, you know, they are all like under like one state. Saxony, I think, again, a very similar faction. You know, just some states of the Holy Roman Empire. So maybe I could do like a like the states versus the Holy Roman Empire or something like that. Would be kind of cool. Did they add, who else did they also redid a few factions as well, which I can't remember. Obviously the Holy Roman Empire. These units right here, the men at arms, are amazing. They look so sick. They have like massive war hammers and stuff. They're amazing. And then obviously the Kingdom of Jerusalem. And then I think, yeah, then we also have the Swiss as well. Look how cool the Swiss look. Like, some of these units are amazing. So I can't wait to show you guys what other factions are in this update. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this online battle and this little cheeky bit at the end. If you watched to this point, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.